Hey y'all. What's going on, folks? Hey Corey. Hey Dax. Milford, how y'all doing? Mm, hot. Shoot, hot. Wow, Chase, you're coming in friendly today. It's probably to lull me into a false sense. I just said your name, Chase. What are you talking about? Do you not know your own name? Hey everyone. Hey Verna. Oh, I've got to find a place to put that. There you go. We're gonna put it over here for the moment. Thank you, Raging Butterfly. I appreciate you. For the Sunday. Hey, afternoon, everyone. Happy Pride Month. Corey. Oh my goodness. Yeah, happy Pride Month, everyone. Thank you, me23. Jay's on my feet. Jay's on my feet. Oh, Raging Butterfly with the happy Pride gift. That's awesome. I don't think I've seen that one before. Is it new today? Is that new today? It's an act. Don't trust him. Happy Pride from just an ally. Or at least I try to be one. I do my best. Can't say it's perfect over here, but I'm trying. Thank you, Karina. I appreciate that. Oh. Yeah, I saw this. I thought it was a great headline to start off with it with Pride Month. You think it has anything to do with each other? You think the court waited until today to release this? Because they did. That's pretty awesome. Karina, thank you so much for the gift. The butterfly. Do you think it's possible that the U.S. Appeals Court was like, you know what? We could release this on May 31st, but wouldn't it be so much better? Wouldn't it be so much better if they just waited? We just waited until June 1st in order to make the ruling. I don't know. Can you send gifts on PC? I'm pretty sure you can. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can. I'm actually positive you can. I've done it. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if it's true or not. If like maybe like Friday evening they like came to a decision and and you know, and they were just like, we'll wait. Oh. Welcome on into the live, y'all. I actually wanted to start like an hour ago. But didn't work out that way. So that's okay. We're starting now. And we will see what's going on. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day. There's a whole bunch of other news, like a certain $1.8 billion payout that is temporary halted. I mean, I guess it was already temporary. Well, that's the sad part. Yeah, we'll get into that later. Ugh. Fucking cat hair. Hey, Lindy. Hey, Jeff. Yeah, we'll talk about that later. No reason to jump too far ahead. I'll say this. It should not be breaking news that the executive branch is following a legal order. You know what I'm saying? But for some reason it is. For some reason, it is breaking news that the Trump administration is following a legal order. Isn't that nuts? Y'all, if you guys are on TikTok, please tap that screen. If you guys are over on YouTube, hit that thumbs up button. Really appreciate you guys. Yeah, it just feels weird. Just feels weird. I started reading the article, and it's not this article. This is my Pride Month article. So, thought it was a cool Pride Month thing, even though they just canceled demotions for 2 Navy officers that were black and female. So that's what Stars and Stripes said. So don't think the attack is over yet. Mad Horse, you haven't missed anything. I just started the show. So, yeah, black women being denied promotion by Pete Hegseth. Crazy. So surprised, right? Oh, it's probably too big. Hold on. Sorry. I forgot that you guys on TikTok can't see. There you go. Oh, nope. That was one too many. There we go. I apologize. On my screen, it looks full. It's you guys that can't see it. Yeah, we'll get into that too. This is like the 5th round at this point, I think. Yeah, I think it's like the 5th round of them firing, or either stopping promotions or firing generals and admirals. And they're just doing it because of their because of their race, because of their sexual orientation, because of their gender. And they're like not even particularly trying to hide it. That's the crazy part. They're not even like particularly trying to hide it. It seems like they're pretty cool with just being very obvious about it, which is strange. Well, I guess it's not strange. But have I seen the Republicans trying to have the Postal Service try to rig the voting system? I heard something about that. I did hear something about that. I haven't read too much into it. I haven't read too much into it. Just the fire hose of news that just happens every day. Sometimes I don't get to all of it, so I do apologize. I try my best though. So, but yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. Yeah. Again, y'all, the Republicans, they don't have any policy. There's no policy for them to run on. So instead of trying to run on policy, they just run on, they just try to cheat. That's all they do. They just try to cheat. No, I can't move the screen to the right because that's just the way Reuters is. That's just Reuters. It's just set that way. I can't do anything about that. Yeah, so that's all I try to do is they just cheat. That's what this entire gerrymandering thing is. That's what they're trying to rig the Postal Service. You know, trying to buy ballots. That's what they do. But you know, instead of just fixing their policies, instead of just trying to fix their policies, Cheddars, you're in here. This is the type of dumb I gotta deal with on these fucking chats. Like literally, the kind of dumb where people that are in my live are telling me that I need to go outside and touch grass. It's like, bitch, you're here. Like, why don't you go touch grass? If you were going to touch grass, you wouldn't be in my live fucking running your stupid mouth. Why don't you go touch grass and then leave the rest of us alone? Okay? What is your job? Is your job sitting in chats and being a little crying little bitch? Is that what your job is? Because I'm pretty sure you need to find a new job. All right? Go away. Shoo. Here, I'll help you out the door. How you gonna tell me I need to get offline while you're online talking to me online? Figure that one out. Well, if I could jog and do this live, I would do that. If I could jog, I would. I'm lying. I wouldn't do it. That's a lie. I don't like jogging. Jogging sucks. I hate it. That's why I play tennis, because that's the only way I'm going to do cardio. Yep. That's the only way I'll do cardio is by playing tennis, and I know that. That's why I play tennis. It's onlineception. It's like a dream within like a dream within a dream. It's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool. It's like a live within a live within a live within a live. Maybe that's one day I'll do that. Maybe one day I'll just go live while jogging. And no conversations will be had. Cause I'll just be sitting there just just trying to, yeah. Just sucking air. Just sucking air the whole time. Just complete crash out. Just a complete crash out. All right, if you still support Trump, you can call on the number that's above my head, or you can join the guest request box. We've had a couple people call in, but they left pretty quick, so I'm pretty sure they were kids. But we might have someone in the multi-guest request box. We'll see if they're worth me talking to. We'll see if they're worth me talking to in a second. Just let all you guys know that are here too. I'll be posting videos as soon as I'm off today. It's actually one of the reasons that I'm on early, is because I'm trying to test a new time I'm posting videos. So, also, I won't be on Friday, and I don't think I'll be on Thursday either. Thursday's a 50-50. Thursday's a 50-50. Friday's a definite no. So, enjoy the show while you can. Enjoy the show while you can. You might not have much time. Oh, look, the Hoff is here to whine after I absolutely smoked him on his own video. Isn't that cute? Can we get a bunch of crybaby? Can we get a bunch of baby bottles? Can we get a bunch of baby bottles and snowflakes for Hoff in here, who got absolutely dog walked on his own videos and doesn't even understand what a bill of attainder is and is trying to talk about it, and sure as hell doesn't understand what equal protection means. Can we get a bunch of snowflakes and baby bottles with a Hoff who needs to spend less time in TikTok chats and more time in a book? Unfortunately, to learn the Constitution, they're going to have to be non-picture books, okay? They're going to have to be non-picture books. Hopefully you can handle that. All right. Plus, you're a creep who stalks women. All right. You're not welcome here. Boop. And you're gone. Thank you for putting another comment in there. Because you're gone. Okay? You're a creep who stalks people. All right? Nobody wants you here. All right? You're a creep who stalks people. Nobody wants you here. Okay? Just thought I'd let you know.
Yo, what's up?
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing better than you.
That's going to be hard to pull off, but sure, man. That's
Yeah,
great.
how's that, huh?
I'm doing pretty awesome.
How's that? You ain't doing shit. You're a liberal, dude. You guys live in agony.
Is that what you have to tell yourself to sleep at night?
No, it's just what I wake up understanding. It's just what I wake up knowing.
So you wake up just thinking about liberals? That's weird.
No, I just wake up already understanding the truth.
No, that's what it sounds like. You literally, this guy literally wakes up and goes,
yeah.
I wonder how liberals are feeling this morning. That's literally what he just said. He said, I wake up and I think, man, I wonder what the liberals are up to. And he goes, I bet you they're miserable. And then he just sits there and thinks about that all day long. And he says that his life is better than mine. Like, I wake up, I don't even think about y'all. Yeah. Oh, he's not even here anymore? He's probably off thinking about liberals. Just got liberals. Yeah, he dreams liberal. This guy dreams in liberal. He goes to sleep every night and he's just like, liberals. Let's not lie. He snores. We know he snores. Liberals. Liberals. That's what he does every single night. And then he wakes up and he's just like, liberals. But then, he ran too. That's cute. Probably to go think about some more liberals. Just waking up eating liberal pie. Who's Hey, Mr. Payne, you can come up here and talk to me if you want. I'm tired of you talking in my chat. Bye.
Hello?
Anyways, hello, how are you?
I'm doing good.
Awesome. How old are you?
I'm 21.
Awesome. Do you still support Trump?
Yes.
Awesome. Why's that?
Oh, man, I think ice is amazing.
Like stuff you put in your iced tea or?
I would suck the dick of an ice age.
You can, sir. They're not getting any. It'll be really easy for you to do.
I would suck the dick of Donald Trump right now.
Again, also not getting any. Probably pretty easy to do.
I would deep throat him. I want him to be back.
You can't deep throat something that small, sir. Anyways. It's not just doesn't reach that far. Just it's the way that works. Can't do it. Anyways. You just can't do it. It's just impossible. Okay. You just need a straw? Yeah, maybe. Happy Pride. I don't know what to tell you. And it sounds like Trump's into it. Every single time he's around a man, he's like, just wants to talk about how good looking the man is. So, just need a straw and a magnifying glass. That was my one complaint about the South Park episode. Like, that was my one complaint about the South Park episode. It was like, why'd they make it look so big? We all know it's not that big. All right. Like, we all know it's not that big. Why did he make it that big? That's strange. Yeah, no, I'm gonna stay over here for a sec. I'm gonna stay over here, stay here for a sec. Yeah, whenever. Sorry, I could. It's happy Pride. I don't know what to tell you. Trump, definitely, Trump likes dudes a lot. Okay, I'm not judging that. I'm just saying it is true. Okay, like it is true. Like he likes dudes a lot. I'm not shaming it. I'm just saying he does. I'm just saying it as a matter of fact. You know, he gets around a UFC fighter and he's just like, oh, this guy, he's so good. I want to touch him. He feels so good. Such a beautiful man. Such a beautiful man. Look at that body. He looks like he was carved, like he was a Greek statue. I just want to touch him. Arnold Palmer had the biggest schlong. He just likes dudes, man. There's again nothing wrong with that. I just wish he would just like, divorce Melania and just go to his true love, Stephen Miller, Also, I found out recently that me and Stephen Miller are like the same age, which I was not a big fan of. Just thought I'd say that. Yeah. I really, really hope I don't look that bad. Yeah, I really like, cause we're like the same age, and I'm like, man, there's no way you should look that rough at my age. Like, dude is struggling. Dude is struggling. Wow. Dude died. Looks rough, man. Yeah, I know. Hate ages you, man. It sure does. It sure does. Hate ages people, man. When you spend your whole damn life just hating people, it catches up to you. Why do you think Caroline Levitt looks older than me? Caroline Levitt is like half my age, married to someone twice my age, and looks older than me. I don't get it, dude. It's just that it's the truth. It's the truth. Yeah, it's when you just spend your whole life like just I don't even know, man. I don't even know. And you spend your whole life just lying and cheating and just being horrible to other human beings. It just catches up to you, man. It just does. Just catches up to you. I guess. Anyways, well, we're waiting to see if any Trump supporters out there still exist or any Republicans out there still exist. I'm pretty sure they're mostly gone, but that's okay. Dude, I'll tell you, when I went to Nashville, I'd never been carded so much in my freaking life, dude. They wouldn't let me look at a drink without getting carded. Holy shit. Thank you, Matt. I appreciate that. Thank you. Anyways, Caroline's baby is going to be a Benjamin Button. Jesus Christ. All I said about Caroline Levitt's baby, Levitt's baby is they should just buy it a train set. Like right now. They should just buy it a train set right now. Like a big one. Like a real big one. Utah does that. You get carded into the bar and when you order. I've only been to one bar in Utah, and that was enough for me. That was enough for me. I was good with never doing that. Anyways, that was a while ago too. That was a while ago. Anywho. So as we're Mishi, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Anyways, as we're waiting to see if there's anybody to actually talk to, which doesn't look like it. The Hoff tried to talk to me for a second, but he ran again like a little bitch, so that doesn't surprise me. Like seriously, like came in my guest request box and then ran like a bitch, bro. Which he should have done before he tried to make a video about me. Anyways, says the U.S. Appeals Court on Monday said President Donald Trump's administration could for now bar transgender people from enlisting, but block the expulsion of current service members while a lawsuit plays out. So literally this whole thing that they've been fighting, spending so much of your tax dollars on, by the way, spending so much of your tax dollars on. I think that people miss this part too. Like transgender people being in the military. Can any of you explain how that's affecting your daily life? Can any of you guys explain how that's affecting your daily life? Anyone? No? All right. Because it's not. And the amount of money that is going in to making sure that transgender people can't be in the military, which is affecting you zero. It's affecting you zero. Okay? It's affecting all of you zero. Not a single one of you is affected by it. Okay? Not a single one of you guys is affected by it. And literally, they are spending... What the fuck? And literally, they are spending so much of your money to hide a bunch of people that don't exist, right? That don't. I think it was like 4,200 in like the whole military. Oh, hi, Hoff. Thank you for coming in on your third account that you've come in on, so I can continue blocking them, you fucking weirdo. Hoff, you stalk women on this app. You're not being platformed on my platform, okay? Period. And it's funny for the Hoff, just thought I'd let you know, let everybody know. Yes, he absolutely. And there are multiple cases of him stalking women on this app. Multiples. Okay. Including like literally just will not leave Ari alone. And it's funny how I'm talking about him stalking people. And while I'm talking about him stalking people, he's come in on his third or fourth account just to try to be in my chat. He's literally proving he's a stalker. Like currently. Like on the live. You're literally proving it right now. That's strange. If you guys would like to support the live, I do have memberships. I do have super chats. I do have gifts. We're about 6 into the 20 hat and mustaches. We do have a new gift gallery today, so we are starting that thing out right. Also, like to say, if you like to spread your gifting out throughout the week, you kind of have to compact it this week because I am having a little medical procedure at the end of the week. So I won't be here. I'll be in bed recovering. Hello, how are you? Hello? Anyways. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. It's not a huge procedure or anything. Just a little one, but I have to go night on Friday for a little bit. So yeah, I have to go night for a little bit. Hello?
Hey, how's it going?
How's it going?
Great.
How old are
I'm
you?
33 from California.
Oh, that's good. What's up?
Hairy legs that turn that.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll go fine. Yeah, I'm sure it'll go fine. So, yeah, little. I assume there is. I don't know. I'm not a Discord professional. I'm not. I don't know. I barely even know how my Discord works. Okay. I literally barely even know how it works. So all I care about when they knock me out, and I tell every anesthesiologist this, they'll be like, "Oh, you'll just feel this." I'm like, dude, I've been knocked out before. I'm not worried about it. Okay. My big worry is you just make sure I'm actually asleep. That's all I tell them. I don't want to be waking up in the middle of shit. All right. That's all I care about. I better not be waking up in the middle of shit.
It's insane.
I better not be waking up in the middle of shit. All right. If I wake up in the middle of a surgery and you're cutting me or some shit like that, we're fighting on fucking sight. Like you better hope I don't remember your face. Because I will find you. All right. Yeah, you better not put however much of that little mixture in there that you have to knock me out. However much you gotta do, you keep that shit going. You said it happens to people with red hair. My old roommate, long time ago, rest in peace, he's passed now, was like that. They would try to knock him out, and like they would like put stuff in, and he'd just be like talking to him still. And they're like, yeah, we've put enough anesthesia in you to knock out a freaking elephant. And there's like, yeah, I'm just fine. But and dude, like even great, like dude had the tolerance of just like, oh my god, just an insane tolerance. Not me. You stick that good stuff in, I'm fucking out. I'm gone. Nighty night. I won't even make it to the table. They'll put the stuff in me and start moving me, and I'll be out before I hit the table. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, how old are you?
24.
Awesome. What year were you born? That took too long. Hello. Hello, how are you?
Hello.
Hi, how old are you?
Me, I'm 36.
Awesome. You still support
And
Trump?
it's funny because every time when you answer, you say how old you are, and like I was like answering, like thinking it was me, but it wasn't. Just funny, but I was just saying I do watch your content a lot. I know like covering Trump and stuff. I was just wondering, like, do you I know it's your show, but do you ever like talk about other topics?
Is there a more important topic to talk about right now?
I mean, there are, yeah.
Like what?
I mean, because there's nothing. I mean, he's going to finish his term. There's no way anyone's going to let it go
Like
for
what?
a third. But why? I mean, it just kind of played, man.
Cool. Then why are you here?
I'm here to learn stuff because you know what? I like to hear about other people's ideas and what they think about, just so I get perspective.
So if
But
you're here and you want to hear perspective, then don't you think other people would be here and want to hear perspective?
hey, man, I'm not here to get bullied or make a joke
I'm
out
not
of me. I'm
bullying
just
you at all,
calling.
sir. I asked you a simple question. What's more important right now?
I guess you got me. But there's nothing we can do about it.
There's tons we can do about it. What are you talking about?
What can we do about it right now?
Yeah, first of all, we can vote in the midterms. That's the most important thing.
Well, the midterms are irrelevant because he's not even going to be able to be president again.
It doesn't matter whether he can be president again. He's president now.
Yeah, he is. But, I mean, what was the better option? Kamala Harris?
Anybody. Kamala Harris, a
Yeah, but you
three-legged
can't change
corgi.
it. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. But at the time, there was two options. I mean,
Yeah, there was a
it's
better
either
one and there was Trump.
the better one. She didn't even make it to the primaries herself. And do you ever
She didn't make it through the primaries because she didn't run in that primary.
right? And that's why she shouldn't have cheated her way in. If the Democratic
How
Party,
did she cheat?
which I'm independent, she cheated her way in because
How?
yeah, she wrote her book about having 3 months for her campaign.
How did she
raised
cheat her way
$2-something
in?
billion because she never got past the primaries.
What do you
Joe
mean?
Biden,
She never ran in a primary. There was no. It was an
and
open
right,
convention.
she didn't make it. She didn't make it the last time that she tried to.
Neither did Donald
I
Trump the
just
first
think-
time he ran in a primary. Do you say that he's
And
illegitimate
I
too?
did not. I did not vote for Donald Trump.
Are you
the
saying
first time. I did the second time.
sir? Are you saying that every single person, if they run in a primary and then lose, then they're therefore ineligible to ever be president ever in another election later?
No. But
Then
they
what's your
have to at
point?
least make it to. They have to make it to the primaries. That's
Sir,
my
do you
point.
understand
She
how? Do you
never
understand
has.
how? Sir, do you understand how a democratic primary works?
It's the same. It's who are the best and get the most votes.
Incorrect.
Instead of calling out a Biden, what should have stepped down. Like, yeah, maybe it did do her a disservice that he did step out, but I mean,
But sir, that's not what I'm saying. Listen, sir, I don't think you understand how a Democratic primary works. Okay? That's not how it works. Okay? When you vote in a Democratic primary or a Republican primary, doesn't matter, because let me be very clear, Democratic Party and Republican parties are private organizations. They don't belong to the government. Okay? They're private organizations. And therefore they have rules that are voted on, bylaws that are voted on by the people that are in that party. All right? And both of them have the same rule. If first of all, when you vote in a primary, you're actually voting for an elector. All right? That elector goes to the convention and votes. That's how you get a presidential candidate. Your vote doesn't pick who becomes the party candidate. Your vote picks which elector goes to the convention to make a primary party candidate. Okay.
What do you mean, like the electoral college?
No, not like the electoral college, but I understand where you're getting at there. Okay. So when you vote on your primary ballot, right? Say I voted for Joe Biden. It's actually not a vote for Joe Biden. I know here in Florida it actually says that on the ballot. It says you are voting for an elector that is chosen by this person, right? Who will then vote in the convention. All right? Is that simple? So you're voting for an elector. You're not voting for the person, and that's important. So if in between, and again, this is both Republican and Democrat, if in between the vote and the convention, either A, the presidential candidate drops out, or B, for some reason they become incapacitated, you go to what's called an open convention, which means that anybody can put their name in the hat to run for president. All right. And then those electors that you voted for, so they would have been electors that were picked by Joe Biden, are then allowed to vote in the open convention. All right. She put her name in for the open convention. You know who else did?
Who?
No one. No one else did. Anybody could have. I could have. You could have. Gavin Newsom could have. Josh Shapiro could have. Like, and anybody that wanted to could have put their name in the ring and ran against Kamala Harris. They chose not to. There's reasons why they chose not to, but they chose not to. Okay? That's not cheating. Okay? That is literally following the rules to the T. If you don't like the rules, then I suggest you join the Democratic Party and then vote to change those rules. But if you don't belong to the private organization that created those rules and created those bylaws, then don't get mad that they worked exactly the way they were supposed to.
Well, thank you for educating me on that. And I believe, I mean, I feel like when things are too far right or it goes too far left, like I feel like bipartisan is where the best ideas come to, because as a country, that's where the best agreements come from. But I just, at the same point, it seems so difficult to have a conversation with somebody about opposing viewpoints without it becoming hostile or anything like that. That's the only reason I mentioned like the bullying thing, because I just want to be able to have an open conversation. Like, let me know what you know, and then, you know, I'll say, maybe I don't know as much as you, but I just being able to have a conversation without being.
Well, that depends on what the conversation is. Just because you have opposing viewpoints doesn't mean that I should accept your conversation just because it's opposing. If you support things like fascism or things that are, that are generally considered under fascism, I have no reason to have a generally nice conversation with you. You're a fascist, right? If you, are trying
I'm
to
not
take,
a fascist.
well, sir, I'm not saying that you are, okay? But the party is, the Trump administration is, they're very fascist. Okay. So if they're fascist and you're telling me that we need to, like, I need to sit here and go like, oh, well, thank you for telling me all these fascist viewpoints. Let's sit down and have a nice conversation and meet somewhere in between the middle of fascism and democracy. Then yeah, no, I'm sorry. We're not going to have a very nice conversation. Okay. Why should I be?
It shouldn't be that way. It should be able to talk to each other, and then you enlighten me about what you know, and then I say what I know, and then we can come to an agreement of certain
Aren't we
things.
doing that now?
And I mean, I felt like we are, but you keep on getting a little triggered, and that wasn't my intention.
Sir, this is literally as calm as my medication allows me to be. I literally do not get much calmer than this. Like I talk to children and babies more aggressively than this. Okay.
Right. And I didn't want to upset you.
I'm not
just
upset, sir. I'm not
uh,
upset. I'm not irritated. I'm not annoyed. I'm not any level of what you're talking about. I am happy as can be, drinking my coffee, having a conversation. I don't know why you
mhm.
think that this is bullying or triggering or anything like that, sir. But to be completely honest
Look
with
at
you,
your tone, man.
this is a nice tone. Would you like me to
No,
speak
it's
in a mean
not.
tone? Would you like me to speak in a mean tone so you understand what one
If
sounds
that's what
like?
you feel like if that's
I
what
mean,
you
I
feel
don't
like you
want
need to
to. I'd
do,
rather talk like this. But, sir, this is a nice tone. I'm sorry. If you don't understand that I'm just talking to you like a general normal person, then I advise therapy, sir, but it's not my problem. Okay? I'm not going to
okay.
temper my tone down below as calm as I like to be for your benefit. I'm being
Oh
calm.
no, you don't have to do that. You could, yeah, talk how you want to. I mean, that's
I
why I
plan on it.
just wanted to hear your truth and your opinion. That's all.
Yep, and I was giving it to you in a very calm manner. Okay. Again, sir, if I feel like I'm being tone policed on my own live, I will get upset. That's totally
It is
fine. I don't
it
want
is
to.
your show. It is your show. I'm not trying to tell you how to run your show or anything. All right. I apologize. I just wanted to have a conversation.
Yep. Here's the thing, sir. This is not a matter of saying right versus left or the country being too far right and too far left. You have a far right party in the Republican Party, and then you have a
Hmm.
slightly right party in the Democratic Party. Okay, that's it. There is no left party. There's a more left party. Technically, the one that's more towards the center would be the more left party. Okay, but it's not a leftist party, okay, in any way, shape, and form. So when you're talking about being in between right and left, you're literally talking, or between bipartisan between the Republican and Democratic Party. You're talking about being pretty much center right. You're not talking about being in the middle, right? And so that's where the whole thing like falls apart. And see, this is why the whole thing about bipartisanship is a joke. All right, and I mean that
No,
just
it is not.
completely. Hold on,
I
sir.
vote for the best candidate. It doesn't matter
That's
if they're
not being
Republican or
bipartisan.
Democrat. It's the
That's not
best
being
candidate for
bipartisan.
the job to
That's not
represent me and what what is
that's
best
not
for
being
us, this
bipartisan.
country.
That's not
Yes,
being
it is.
bipartisan. No, it's not.
That's coming to an agreement of what people can come together, sit at a table, and say, this is what is the best for our country.
You can do that. That doesn't make you
Just be,
bipartisan.
well, it is from when both parties come together. That's when you have the best ideas.
When both parties
I
come
mean,
together,
how it's
you
going to
get
keep
you
Trump?
get moderate right policy. That's not the best policy. That's not the best
That's not
policy anywhere.
true.
It is true.
The left had the House for like the last 10 years.
The
And then,
Democratic Party isn't left.
oh, it's not.
They are
That's
center
news.
right.
Okay.
Okay? In any other wealthy nation on the planet, the Democratic Party is considered would be considered the conservative party. If you look over the stretch of the Overton window, okay, the Democratic Party sits to the right of center. All right? Not to the left of center, to the right of center. Okay? And then you have the Trump administration, which is literally fascist, which sits on the far right of the Overton window. Okay? I'm on the left. All right? Which means there is no party for me. All right? There is no place for me to be because what I'm on the left. I'm an actual progressive with a little sprinkle of DSA in it. Okay? And I have two parties on the right. So coming together doesn't mean anything to me when I want to be much further to the left. I want to actually catch up to all of our our peer nations when it comes to to the economy or to into social standards, to livable wages, to lack of imprisonment, to education. I want to catch up to all of those people, all of those countries, right? And that requires everybody to move to the left. All right. It doesn't mean that I need to go somehow right of an already right Democratic Party.
All right, man.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm just
Again, I'm
saying.
sorry to get you triggered. I
Oh
really
my
didn't
god,
mean.
dude!
I
This
didn't
is like,
think
why
that'd
are
be
you
your
being so
intention.
Charmin ultra soft, bro? I'm not triggered. You're about to trigger me with just by telling me that I'm triggered the whole damn time, dude. You're about to figure out what triggered sounds like.
I'm
Okay.
just trying to be
I
kind
came on
and have
here.
an
I
open
got my
conversation,
coffee.
man.
I'm nice and calm. I'm wearing my brand new Bring Me the Horizon shirt. I am as chill as a fucking cucumber for the moment. Okay?
Okay. All right. You have a great day.
You too.
All right. Thank you.
I don't know. Like, this is as calm as I get. This is fucking pillow talk to me, bro. Like, what are you talking about? This is fucking pillow talk, bro. They always do that to me. Yes. All right. Again, you'll see who they do that. You'll see that they do that a lot, right? They do that. And who do they do it to the most? Right? They do it to women and black men. Okay? Because just the idea that we're speaking up is triggering to them. That's all it is. It's always women and black men that they always try to tone police. Okay? That they always try to have a problem when I'm just speaking normally. Yes, I'm a generally loud person. All right? But I'm speaking normal as hell. Ooh. So yeah, do you sound angry? The angry black man. The angry black man. Yeah. Anyways, y'all, thank you guys so much for being here. Please hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I appreciate you guys. If you guys are over on TikTok, if you guys do me a favor and tap that screen a bit, let's get this thing up to, we're getting close to 100,000. If we can get up to 100,000, I'd really appreciate it. Also, I am accepting requests through phone and through multi-guest requests. I'm kind of going to go back and forth. So if you're in either, don't worry. I'm not ignoring you. I promise. If you'd like support, we are at like 6 of the hat and mustaches. We do have a brand new gift gallery that we're trying to clear out. So if anybody would like to go up, hit that little button, hit my gift gallery, and help me start to clear that out, I'd really appreciate that. Also, I think I have the hat and mustaches up. I think I need like 6 from one person on that one. So I really appreciate you guys. Zeph, thank you so much for the $2. Says caller was 1-ply, but dude, super 1-ply, bro. Charmin Ultra Soft. Holy crap, bro. For real, for real. And Kramer, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Said thank you, Paulie, for everything you do and you do for your live. You rock. Keep up the good fight. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much, Kramer. W's the chat for Kramer. Debbie's in the chat for Kramer. Really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. 1 second. Sorry about that, y'all. I was just trying to make sure that people weren't dead. My bad. I actually had to take that, so I'm really, really sorry. Thank you so much, Kramer. Can we W's the chat for Kramer for that? And Mishi clearing. I think Mishi cleared out the live the gift gallery for that too. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. W's the chat for Kramer. W chat for Mishi. Yeah, sorry about that. That was someone who, if calls, I answer, but I can call them back, so that's good. Also, I do have a pay links in the bio, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. They're all in the link in my bios, in the link tree in my bios on YouTube or TikTok. So I appreciate that. Oh, let's see if it'll let me pull up my guest request box over here. Some good coffee. Do 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 do. Sorry, just waiting for somebody to load up in here real quick. In here. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. All right, looks like this person's having a hard time connecting, so we're gonna move on to the next person. Really appreciate you guys. Your patience, your patience. Hello, how are you? All right, looks like that person also isn't here. I'm trying to go back and forth. No one's here.
Hey, what's
Hello.
up? Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, shush. I said hello. How are you?
Why are you being so rude?
Why am I being so rude as to bring you up and want to say hello? How are you prior to you just yelling in my ear?
You just told me to be quiet. I'm speaking to.
All right, we're gonna move on to the next guest. I don't know what is up with these Charmin Ultra Soft callers today. This is wild. Hello, how are you?
Hello.
Hi, how old are you?
How old am I?
Yes, sir.
I'm 74 years old.
Awesome. Do you still support Trump?
Yes, I do.
Awesome. Why is that?
Well, I honor him. He gets 450,000 a year, and he gives it all to charities.
What charities does that give that to?
I don't know which ones.
Okay, because his tax records don't back that at all. Not to mention the fact that he's quadrupled his net worth since he's become president.
How did he do that?
Oh, lots of fraud, but specifically through enriching himself by making deals for the presidency. Using his office as the presidency in order to enrich himself through things like his meme coins, his crypto coin through One Liberty Financial. There's been so many different things. All of his little
No
grifts,
kidding.
his Trump watches that don't have the T's on them, or his Trump Bibles. He was gifted airplanes. He literally insider trading. They just found that he bought like $1 million in Dell stock, and then like a couple weeks later, gave Dell like a $9 billion contract. So yeah, there's all sorts of stuff.
Well, it's unknown to me till now.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, you should definitely look into it. He's literally made billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars. Not to mention, he also sued like the Justice Department to try to put, taxpayer money directly into his own pocket.
I'd like to tell you about a film that I watched on YouTube there just a few days ago.
Okay.
The Clintons' Body Count. You should watch it. Very interesting. Very informative.
Sir, the United States is kind of like devolving into like fascism. Like, I don't know if I really give a shit about the Clintons at the moment. I'm just being honest. I mean, I'm sure they've done some bad stuff or whatever. I'm not really a big Clintons person, but what does that really have to do with what's going on right now?
It's just an interesting show I watched just recently, and mind-boggling, all the people that died through them.
Well, I can see all the people that have died through Donald Trump right now. Hundreds of thousands of people are dying from easily curable diseases due to things like USAID being cut off. Thousands of people are dying in places like Iran through bombing. Thousands of people are dying in places like Cuba since we've literally cut off their entire energy supply. Right? Like, I think I'm counting.
Been done a long time ago.
I'm counting how many people are dying under the Trump administration right now, sir. I don't think I have too much time to worry about a president that left his presidency while I was still in high school.
When they bombed those barracks of the Marines, is when they should have been bombed.
Huh? Are you talking about your documentary?
No, it's something different. I don't know. It was a lot of years ago when they bombed a barracks a bunch of our Marines were in. A few hundred.
When was that? Like the 90s?
Yeah, it could have been. It's been
80s?
quite a while ago.
I mean, that's
when we should have dealt with them then.
That's horrible, sir.
Something like that.
I agree that's horrible, sir. I 100% agree with you that is horrible. But like, why? Like, what does that have to do with anything going on right now?
Well, you mentioned about Iran being bombed, so that's why I brought that up. But should have been
Yeah,
done a
Iran is-
long time ago.
Iran's done a bunch of horrible things, sir. But just because somebody does a whole bunch of horrible things doesn't mean it's our job to also do horrible things, does it?
They did kill a bunch of our soldiers. They should be dealt with.
If they killed a bunch of our soldiers before I was born and I'm almost 40, we should be dealing with them now?
No, it should have been done the day after they did it, or that same day, or whatever. They shouldn't have to wait this long.
Sir, I'm pretty sure we already dealt with all that, didn't we?
No.
I'm pretty sure we hit Iran since then. Quite a few times, actually.
When?
I don't know. Let's take a look at it. I don't know. Yep. The United States is engaged in direct military operations against Iranian territory on 3 major occasions since 1980, along targeted attacks, regional proxy engagements, in our recent allied campaign. 1987, Operation Nimble Archer, U.S. Navy ships destroyers shelled and destroyed 2 Iranian oil platforms in the Persian Gulf in retaliation for an Iranian missile strike on a U.S. flag tanker. 1988, Operation Praying Mantis, U.S. forces attacked and destroyed 2 additional Iranian oil platforms and sank or heavily damaged several Iranian naval assets and gunboats following the mining of an American warship. That was twice in the 80s. Yeah, so I think the job was done, you know.
Yeah, but another thing that got me was when their people were revolting and marching in the street, they killed 42,000 of their own people.
Yeah, that number keeps rising. And while they did kill a lot of their people, and that is horrific, okay, we're not doing anything to stop that from happening. Not even currently.
And there's supposed to be religious people running the show over there.
They're supposed
What
to be
kind of
religious.
religion is that? It's the worst religion there is.
There's supposedly religious people running this country here, and they're the ones that are allowing 500,000 people to die of easily curable diseases.
What disease is that?
Oh, all sorts of them. Yeah, Donald Trump immediately cut off funding to multiple other countries that were going to things like, like HIV research and many other many other diseases that we could stop the spread of. Measles is coming back in the United States. He cut off he cut off research to cancer in the United States, right?
I didn't know that.
Yep, he cut off a whole bunch of research to all that, to all of those things. Yep, Ebola is a big one. There's huge Ebola outbreaks. Yeah, not to mention all the people that died in his first term, but Donald Trump and this administration, who supposedly says they're Christian, does a whole lot of stuff to allow a whole bunch of people to die. Wow. What kind of Christian, these Christian people are literally have cut off the entire energy supply to Cuba. That means people on ventilators, children, that are in like NICUs and stuff, they don't have power, so they just die.
No kidding.
Yeah, but we did that. The Trump administration did that. So the people
locked their power systems down.
They shut off their entire energy supply. They starved them out.
Starved them out.
Yeah, they cut off their energy supply. Yeah, they cut off their entire energy supply.
How did they do that?
It started with Venezuela. They actually got a whole bunch of their energy from Venezuela. And the blockades that they put around there, all those boats that are coming, that are swimming around the Pacific. Yeah, they pretty much put a blockade around it. What do you think on that? I just want to make sure that we're very clear, and also it's also those same Christian people, and that goes to the Democratic Party and the Republican Party, Well, what happened? Sorry, I
Very
just lost
saddening to
I just
hear
lost
stuff like that.
just lost a connection. That's weird. Um yeah, but anyways, yeah, these are the same people who like, helped fund Israel, committing, a genocide in Gaza and in Palestine, right? Like so I mean, I'm not saying
Yeah,
that,
but
there aren't extremists in Islam also. There are. I'm not saying they all do bad things, but I think if we're talking about religion, I think Christianity has been, just about has caused just as much, death and destruction as Islam has, because it's usually
you
just
think so?
yeah, I do.
Where's the most terrorists come from? Christians
Actually,
or the Muslims?
well, I mean, throughout history, it's probably definitely Christians, yeah. Even in the
I
United States, I
disagree.
think it's like 80 to 90% of the terrorist attacks that happen in the United States are homegrown. So they actually come from here.
I don't know if I don't believe that or not.
You don't have to believe it, sir. No, we just had the supposed Christian guy who went shot up that mosque in Minnesota, right? Think about every other week we have another, Christian guy who
Well, that
shoots
was
up
a
a
Christian that did that.
school or,
He claimed to
or
be a Christian that did that.
yeah.
Jiminy.
Yeah.
What about
Look, and
thou
and
shalt not
again,
kill?
and again, this isn't even me blaming religion. I'm not trying to blame religion. Okay. Well, that's why I keep putting the quotes up, right? Because I'm not trying to blame religion. The entire idea is that people have used the guise of religion in order to commit horrible acts throughout the history of the world, right? The entire chattel African slave trade in the United States was backed up by Christianity, you know? So I use the parentheses because it's you can always say like, oh, I'm doing X, Y, and Z horrible thing in the name of whatever God you believe in, and then just do that act. And that's not that's not specific to either Christians or Muslims or Buddhists or Hindus or whoever, like whatever religion you want to pick, right? If
Well, I think
you
the Muslim Islamists is the worst. They're
why do you think that,
in their
sir?
Quran. They says it's never lie to a Muslim, but they promote lying to anybody else to get
Okay.
over on them. They want to take over the whole world.
Well, Jesus lied in the Bible twice, I believe.
Yeah, and just think from the time began, how many different gods and religions there have been, and they all say they're the right one.
Yeah, they all do, sir. But that's what I'm saying. Islam is not specific, right? They just the way that their belief is orchestrated. There is a decent amount. Not I'm not saying a lot in comparison to all of Islam. I'm just saying a lot on like a world stage that that you have a sect that is very extremist, but there's a huge sect in Christianity that is extremist, right? The KKK claims to be a Christian organization, right? The Proud Boys,
No
the Three
kidding.
Percenters, they're all supposedly Christians, right? Like the
The
Unabomber
KKK claims to be
the Oklahoma
Christian.
City bomber was a Christian. A Christian, yeah.
Gee, many. I don't understand why he did that in the first place.
Well, I don't
I
understand why
can't.
anybody does. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't even say I don't understand why somebody has done a terrorist act. I do. I understand in certain circumstances where people have done things. I can get it. I don't justify it in any way. I think it's incredibly wrong. Right, all of them.
Of
Right.
course.
But like I do and I can't say that I don't understand it to a certain point also on certain ones, right? Like not all of them. But yeah, Waco, Texas, Christians. In fact, in Waco, Texas, they said they were Christians, and I'm pretty sure the people that went and attacked and killed all of them would also say that they're Christians. So
Oh, wasn't that guy that did the Oklahoma bombing because of the way
Timothy
they treated them
McVeigh.
people? Yeah, down in Texas, the way because they way his people were treated in that city where they attacked them, and
Yeah.
what was the Clinton administration that that happened when that was going on? think that's
Yeah,
why
that was
he
probably
bombed that.
Clinton. Yeah, I think that was Clinton.
Yeah, I think that's why he bombed that building in Oklahoma, because of what happened there in Texas, attacking that supposedly Christian group.
Yeah, probably. But yeah. Anyway, sir. I think that they were having a little confusion. But anyways, I don't
I
understand what
reckon.
this has to do with you still supporting Trump, sir. I think that's my biggest question. I'd like to kind of bring this back to a conversation
Well,
we're having. You know,
they claimed he stopped 6 wars.
can you name them?
Yeah, I wrote them down here somewhere, but I don't remember what I said. Put the paper out. Pakistan was one of them. Cambodia. I don't know. I have to find that paper. My memory not that good, but I wrote it down there somewhere.
Well, Pakistan, India specifically came out and said that they had nothing to do with the negotiations of that war. Pakistan tried to claim it, but Pakistan has every incentive to try to support Donald Trump, and maybe Donald Trump had something to do with the Pakistani side, but he didn't actually end the war. He hasn't ended any wars. Actually, most of the wars that most of the wars he's even said, most of the wars he's even said he ended, we're still fighting and are still fighting.
No, really.
Yeah.
So I just what I heard on the YouTube or whatever it was.
Yeah, I think at this point we've started more wars than finished.
Yeah, no kidding. I hope you're wrong, but you've come up with a lot of facts there.
I try to. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's what is the world coming to?
Yeah, the world's always been shitty. There's not really a time that it wasn't. We've always fought wars. We've always killed each other. We've always, committed horrific acts. Though people have done that through the history of people, right? Like it's just,
and I think maybe
just the way it is, sir. But we can still, we can strive to be better. And supporting people like Trump isn't striving to be better, right? It's striving to be worse. And I think that's the issue that I really have.
But I think that's maybe why the aliens aren't contacting us.
Well, maybe, sir. You might be onto something there. Okay, that's I got nothing on that. Maybe you're right on that one. Okay.
Yeah. See, I got to ask you a question about Admiral Byrd down in Antarctica. You know about that?
No, I'm not familiar.
Yeah, check that out. He's went several trips down there, and one of the trips, he took 13 ships. One of them was aircraft carrier. And he went down there to fight them people. 2 or 3 miles thick ice. There's an advanced society underneath that ice there. And the time before he went down there, they took his airplane and took control of it and took him into this advanced society in there, and was saying bad things about, because it was right after the Second World War, and they said that we had to stop using those atomic weapons. That's what they said, and you can probably get on YouTube. I think I've seen it on YouTube.
Was there any
Admiral Byrd.
Was there any probing that happened during this?
Well, it said that they when he went down there with them 13 ships, and I think it was 4,700 soldiers, and it said one of their flying saucers come out there and took some kind of electric ray and almost or did cut a ship in half with some kind of electric ray.
Oh, my bad. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, check it out. I'm surprised you didn't know nothing about that.
Yeah, I'll have to get on that later.
And then when he came back, he started telling people about it, and they threatened him. They said, "You better stop talking about it and don't talk about it no more." Threatened his life.
Yeah, that's the obvious. It's the obvious thing to do at that point. You can't let them just be talking about stuff like that. But hey, sir, I am going to let you go, but I hope you have a good one, okay?
Well, thank you very much. I'm very pleased with all the stuff you shared with me. I didn't know a lot of that stuff. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Absolutely. Bye-bye. Uh,
It's insane.
yeah, I need. This is just coffee, by the way. This is just coffee. Yeah. Make sure you guys hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Oh, goodness. Sorry. I didn't mean to do that. If you still support Trump, you can call in on the number that's on the screen, or you can call back or join the guest request box. If you're that guy who called in earlier, I just prefer when people just come up and they just go say, like, they just come up quietly and say hello. I wasn't trying to be rude earlier. You just to jolt and just yell. Jeez, I got a headache today. So, anyways, this is where Trump. I'm in like real calm conversation mode today. All right. In case you guys haven't noticed, I'm in real calm conversation mode today. So if you guys want to support Trump, or hey, honestly, if you got something else to say that isn't even being a Trump supporter, you can join the guest request box or say something. I don't mind. I'm just in a chill mood today. The meds are not kicked in. I've been on the same meds I've been in forever. They're barely they're barely a drop in the bucket. I promise you that. It's about as weak as it could go. You nominate me for guest speaker at bingo night? Do they do guest speakers at bingo night, or do I have to do the callers? Do I have to do it? It's I'm the problem. Better known as Heathen. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Said so bad, worth $20, but then sent me 2. So said it was worth 20, but you get 2. I'm just joking. He said another one said, and here it is. Thank you so much. Big W's in the chat for Heathen for the $20 super chat. I really believe that. I really appreciate that. I really, really appreciate that. Also, thank you for the people that have sent the hearts. Like I said, it's a new week, new gift gallery. So if you guys would like to support, send the little hearts and or whatever they are, the little running heart thingies. And I think someone needs to send like 5 of them to help clear out the gift gallery too. So Romanian drone attacks. Is that what I just heard? Again, phone lines are open. Guest request box is open. I'm just let you know. I'm just not really big in I'm in call mode. Let's take a look at this. Why not? A drone struck an apartment building, injuring 2 civilians and prompting renewed concerns about NATO air defenses. Russian drone strike in Romania injured civilians near NATO border. Interesting. Interesting. A Russian drone struck a residential apartment building in eastern Romania near the Ukrainian border, injuring 2 civilians and intensifying concern that Moscow's war against Ukraine is increasingly spilling into NATO territory. The drone entered Romanian airspace on May 29th during a large-scale Russian attack against targets in neighboring Ukraine before crashing into a residential building in the city of that. I don't know how to pronounce that, so I'm not going to fuck it up. 2 civilians were injured and a fire broke out after the impact, according to Romanian officials and multiple international news reports. Interesting. Well, when this war started, you had to assume it was going to spill over into NATO. That's why it was so important to support our NATO allies. It's really unfortunate that we don't have a president that, has the mental capacity to even do that. Doesn't even have the mental capacity to do that. I'll tell you what, I actually made a video on it earlier. And and then I didn't even post it. I was going to. I didn't even post it. But you want to talk about mental decline? Holy shit, dude! Let me see if I can pull up the video that I made it on, because I'm probably not gonna post the video. I'm probably not gonna post it, so I'm gonna put it up. So I'll put it up so you guys can see the. I'm not gonna put up like the actual. I'm not gonna put up the video I made. I'm just gonna put up the. Well, maybe if I can find it. Maybe if I can find it. I'm just gonna talk about it. I think it was over here. See if I can find it real quick. If not, I might have the video another way, actually, now that I think about it. It's about Trump's little speech the other day, man. Shit's just crazy. See if I can pull it up a different way. Dude's hurting, bro. Dude is hurting. All right, let's see if I can find it. Should be over here in my downloads. Yeah.
Their Navy is.
So this was Trump at his little. Oh, let me put it up on the other screen too. Shoot. This is Trump at his little. I'm gonna have my interview, whatever thing on Fox. First thing. Where's the debates coffee? Wherever the MAGA are, or the Republicans who are all hiding from me. I can't talk to them if they're not here. So anyways, this is Donald Trump's speech, to which, first of all, super weird. Not really sure why he has a painting of himself with his fist up in the background of his own speech. Okay. Like, I saw this, and the first thing it reminded me of is dodgeball. You know what I'm talking about? Where he's like, oh yeah, it's a painting of me grabbing the bull by the horns. It's a metaphor, but that really happened though. Like that's the first thing I thought about when I saw this. Like, for sure. Like, it's a metaphor, but that really happened. Oh no, that's the first thing I thought of when I saw it. Super dictator mode though, right? Super dictator mode to literally put it up on his screen like that. Absolutely crazy. But anyways, I digress. Literally in this video, Big T, thank you so much for the 5 hearts. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the 5 hearts. WC the chat for Big T. Literally in the video, he says that they're not going to destroy the Iranian military, and also that they're going to destroy the Iranian military all in one shot. It's wild.
Totally gone, 100%. Their Air Force is totally gone, 100%. Their military, we've sort of left it alone because we think that their military is somewhat moderate.
See right there, he said, we left their military alone because their military is somewhat moderate. That's what he just said.
I think that their military is somewhat moderate. They have other people that aren't moderate. We've taken them out. We've taken different forms of leadership out. We've actually left their military alone. People would be surprised to hear that, because mistakes have been made in wars where you wipe out everybody, and then you have a country that's, for 40 years can never rebuild. You look at what happened with Iraq. We did so.
So this is fast forward like 2 minutes. Okay? This is fast forward like 2 minutes in the video.
Iran is in a very bad position. They have no military. All they have is good talk, and they have a fake press. The fake news is probably their biggest asset. And I put something out on Truth the other day that I think was very profound. It said that we wipe out their military, we wipe out their Navy, their Air Force, their anti-aircraft, we wipe.
Literally 2 minutes later was like, "Yep, we're destroying the whole thing." He literally went from "Don't got to worry about it, not a big deal" to "We're doing the entire thing." The dude has lost his whole fucking mind, bro. Like, he literally is in like full decline. He is literally in like full decline. He is like so out of it, dude. Like, everything he says about Joe Biden, he literally just enacts himself. I saw a video. I made a video on it, then I decided not to post it. I changed my mind last minute. I probably should have posted it. I don't know. I probably should have posted it. Yeah, Young, nobody makes me bleed my own blood. Nobody. Nobody. Oh, yeah. Thank you for reminding me. I appreciate that. Guys, first podcast episode will be Friday. It's supposed to be out on Friday. First ever podcast episode should be out Friday sometime. I don't fucking know. I don't actually know when on Friday, to be completely honest with you. But I'm sure it's sometime. I'm sure that it exists sometime in sometime during the day. So yep. It will be out starting Friday. Again, we'll be talking current events, we'll be talking news, and we will also be having an interview with Antonio Reynoso out of New York 7th, going for the House of Representatives there. Really, really awesome guy. Really, really awesome interview. And so we'll get to have that. So make sure that you guys are subscribed on
So my job is not to come to a
shush.
common ground with anyone.
Shush, who is that? Shut up. On Spotify, Apple Music, any of the fun stuff, make sure you guys are subscribed prior. That way you don't miss the first episode. It's the Politics podcast on all of the things. I really appreciate you guys. Check out the trailer.
My job is not to come to a common ground with anyone, because in order to come to a common ground, then I have to accept things that aren't factual. I have to take things that aren't factual, that have no basis in reality, that simply aren't true, and try to justify it in order where I make them true, which I refuse to do.
We've talked to the socialists, we've talked to the communists, we've talked to everyone out here. There's been so much fun.
You lowered your tax on one tiny itty bitty little tiny thing and then raised your taxes on every other fucking thing, and you're taking that as a win. You seem to conflate loving your country and loving your president.
Welcome to the Politics podcast. I'm Christopher Turner, where opinions are challenged and facts matter. There you go. Name of the podcast is the Politics podcast. YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, iHeart, I think, all of them. So check it out. We're gonna have a lot of fun. So I really, really appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much. And I'm learning. That's a lot of what it is too. I'm doing a lot of learning about this. So even if my first couple episodes suck really bad, you guys got to give me a break and let me keep going, okay? You guys got to promise. Okay? You guys got to promise if the first one sucks, you're going to give me a break, okay? I want to promise from every single one of you guys. I want to promise from every single one of y'all. Okay?
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Awesome. How old are you?
22.
Awesome. Do you still support Trump?
Yep.
Was that a yes?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Why is that?
I think he's like a really handsome dude.
Oh, that's weird. Teach their own, though, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm like one of those like guys who like does like the looks maxing thing, and I just make all my decisions based off of like how good looking the guy is, you know. So like if Gavin Newsom runs, like yeah, Trump's cooked.
Well, don't think Trump will be running next term, but yeah. All right. Well,
Yeah.
but
we'll find
thanks a
it
lot,
out.
man. I appreciate the very in-depth analysis there.
Yeah. So like I win, you lose, get baked, L, career over, get frame mogged, like.
Sorry, I don't speak Gen Z or whatever you said. Yeah, I don't speak whatever fucking speech you're talking. I don't, sorry. Whatever. I'm sure it was a sick burn. Hello.
How's it going? So I support him because he's tackling the Iran issue pretty well.
Hi, how are you?
Hello?
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, no, normally I just start conversations by saying hi and like, how are you? And not just a dog barking and then
I said how's it going? I don't know. You didn't hear that?
Probably it was the dog barking, most likely. But
okay.
anywho, so and the kids. Oh my goodness. There's a lot of background noise.
So yeah, well, to answer the question of why you support Trump, you want the answer to that question, right?
Well, like I do, sir, but I also need everybody else to be able to hear it, and so like I just, if there's any way we could cut down the background noise a little bit, I'd really appreciate it.
Is it decreased enough now?
Yeah, that sounds like it's a little better. Yeah. So you said you support Trump because of Iran?
Yeah. Preventing Iran from pursuing its nuclear ambitions and everything.
Yeah, awesome. And how's that going?
Pretty well. Yeah.
How?
He destroyed one of their.
All right. Are you now hammering a wall?
What? I know that's thumping.
Yeah, I can't deal with the thumping, man. I can deal with a little bit of kid background noise. I can't deal with the thumping though.
Okay.
All right.
Is it really you can hear?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to drop you, man. You let me know when you can talk, because I'd love to talk to you, but you're gonna have to get to a spot where I can talk to you. And these headphones are like real good, and when it's just like kids and pounding, like I just can't. Like it's just, you might as well just be punching me in the ear the whole time, and I'm not doing that. I also have a headache today. It's so loud. It's so loud, bro. Like again, like I'll be more than happy to have that conversation with you, but it is so loud. Holy crap. Hello, how are you?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. How old are you?
Oh, I'm 44.
Awesome. Do you still support Trump?
The thing is, I never really supported him, but I have to support him as our president because he's, I'm an American and I want to support my president. It's just like we wanted them to support Obama, and we got upset when they didn't support Obama. So that's why I support Trump, regardless of how idiotic he might sound, because we all know he's a front man. He's not really calling the shots. He's just there as somebody who, we can all hate or love.
Yeah, so I think that's a complete cop-out because when other presidents have done bad things, I haven't supported those things either, right? Like, so, like, I still do this.
Them,
well, that's what I'm
American
asking.
President, and we're Americans, and we just have to support our president. Otherwise, we look really un-American. Yes, that's how.
No, I think you look the most un-American when you support a president and an administration that goes against the best interests of the United States. I think that makes you far less American.
But see, that makes you like kind of un-American because you're not really supporting your president. This is like you're not honoring the voters who voted for him, even if you like him or not. I know you guys don't like the conservatives, and I understand that you guys believe what you believe about them. But I'm trying to look at it as from an objective viewpoint. I'm not trying to like be, like the whole thing with the talking points, like the 34 felony charges. He was charged with misdemeanors for that, but the DA and the liberal judge raised it to felonies because they wanted to make puppets in the chat say, yeah, our president has 34 felony charges. It's a talking point.
Well, that's a lie. First of
Smarter than
all,
that.
that's a
Oh,
lie. First of all,
wait, I'm sorry about that. Hold on one second. Okay, go ahead. Tell me why this is a
yeah.
lie.
So that's a lie, though. But
which
yeah,
one? Which one? The 34 felony charges?
They weren't felony charges. First of all, they're felony convictions. All right, he was convicted of 34.
They were misdemeanors, though.
Nope, they were never misdemeanors.
So
it's actually really funny because actually Ari and I, my girlfriend, we were actually talking yesterday, and we were actually because I was making a video about this guy who said, sorry, it's a little bit of a story. I apologize though, right? I was making a video about this guy who said that if he saw someone wearing like designer clothes, and he saw them using their EBT card in front of them, that he would walk up and cut up the EBT card, right? And so we were looking at all the crimes that would fall under. And I think we looked at like criminal vandalism, and I was like, "Hey, Ari, is criminal vandalism, is that a misdemeanor or a felony?" And she's like, "Oh, it can actually be both, right?" And I was like, "Well, actually, cutting up the card." Right. I was like, that's like, that could be considered like fraud, right? Or like, or stopping people from being able to use a federal benefit. Is that a felony or a misdemeanor? And it was both, right? And it depends on the severity of the situation. So all of those crimes are maybe, so some of these they're misdemeanors or they're felonies, depending on the severity of the crime, right? So the way that New York law works
and
when
the
it comes to
discretion, though.
Not really. It really has to fall underneath the laws, right? Well, ma'am, I'm literally, ma'am, I'm in the middle of explaining it. I'm in the middle of explaining it.
You don't have to explain it to me. I'm not stupid, but go ahead.
I'm not saying you're stupid. Okay, I'm just explaining how New York law works.
But I understand.
Okay, well, obviously you don't. Okay, because the way that
I'm not talking to you disrespectfully. Okay, do not.
I'm not talking to you disrespectfully.
Telling me that I don't get it when you just told me that you're not saying that.
Well, because ma'am, I'm trying to explain it to you, and you were explaining something that is not how the. You're not explaining how the law, but you're not explaining how. But you're not explaining how the law works. And I'm trying to explain to you what you're saying is not how the law works. What you're saying is not, ma'am, it's so not a talking point. But if you see, this is what happens when people don't want to learn anything. Okay, she wants so bad for she wants so bad for this to be a talking point.
To have something to say about him.
She wants so bad for this to be a talking point that any explanation to actually show the actual legality behind it, she refuses to listen to. All right, because if she actually listened to the actual explanation of it, then it would no longer be a talking point for her, and then she would lose her entire ability to come up on my live and crash out. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do, ma'am. I'm going to explain the law. You can listen or not listen.
Please don't
okay.
waste my time.
So when you're talking about falsifying business records, okay, if you are just falsifying the business records, it is a misdemeanor. That is correct. But if you are falsifying the business records in furtherance of another crime, it is a felony. So the jury found, okay, that he not only committed the lower crime of the misdemeanor of falsifying the business records, but that he also, okay, was doing it in furtherance of another crime, which automatically bumps it up to a felony. All right. It wasn't some liberal judge or anything like that. The jury found that he did that. Okay. He found that he committed the felony. She's still on the phone line. I assume she's punching a wall or something.
I'm sitting down.
Do you care to respond to what I just said?
There's nothing to respond to. You explained what you explained, and I'm having nothing to say to it. I'm just saying that this is, once again, this was created as a talking point for the liberals to say our president has 34 felony charges. We all know how enhancements work, and they are usually used against us. As like I'm Latino, and they're used against Black people just to make it so harsher punishments, right? Are we for harsher punishments?
Well, first of all, Donald Trump got no punishment at all, so let's start there. But second of all, I am glad that you actually recognize that this type of criminal procedure is actually very, very common.
All right. And is it right? No, I think our entire legal system is very fucked up. And I think that it actually has a lot of flaws, especially when it comes to race. But it is strange that just a second ago, you told me that this was completely made up by a liberal judge, right?
No,
And
I
it
didn't
was
say it
in
was
no
made
way a
up.
felony. It
I
was
said it
only a
enhanced by a
misdemeanor.
liberal
And
judge.
it was done all these things. And
They
now
were
all of a sudden
misdemeanors.
you're saying that this is a common practice.
It is a common practice. I never said it was made up. I said it was enhanced because of who he was.
It was
Just like
enhanced
if
because
those
he
things
did it
are-
in
listen,
furtherance of
listen,
another
listen.
crime.
I could be charged with what do they call it when you have a association with gang members because my cousins are gang members. So I'm just saying I'm against all enhancement periods. I'm also against the fact that you can say that he's felony charges, but just don't forget that they were misdemeanors to begin with and they were enhanced.
They were
That's
not.
it. That's all I'm saying. Yes, they were.
And being
sir.
in a
Look it up.
gang or being affiliated with a gang, neither of those are crimes.
Yes, but they are enhancements. Yes, they are charges. Yes, they are charges, and they can get me.
Can you please show me where in
if I
any
was not
law?
American.
Yeah, can you please show
So
me
you're
in
telling
any
me people have
law
not gotten
where it's
deported?
illegal
You're
to
telling
be
me
in a
people-
gang?
Hold on, let me ask a question. You're telling me people have not gotten deported for being associated with gang members?
Been deported?
bullshit.
Yes, I did
My
not. We're
uncles
not
have
talking
been
about
deported for it.
deported.
But that's against the law.
Deporting is a civil act. It's not a criminal act.
But it's still against the law to be associated with gang members, and that's why they've been deported.
It's if you've already been found of a criminal act, then yes, but that doesn't make it a crime.
It is a crime to be.
That can be
associated with
that
gang
can be
members,
like
'cause you
a
can use
that,
anything.
that could be like a condition of parole, right? Like it could be a condition of parole to not do drugs or something like that, right? There's tons of things that there can be
I get what you're
different,
saying. It's
and
like
plus
would have to have
plus
been
somebody who's here
law would have had to
without a status has different rules than somebody when it comes to committing a crime, right? So those are two different things. But none of that changes. None of that changes that this wasn't some type of enhancement. This is the way the law is written. This is the way the law had been prosecuted well before Donald Trump against many other people, and it's the way the law will continue to be prosecuted against a bunch of other people, and making it sound like for some reason it is some type of talking point. I know, ma'am, your patience is of a goldfish, and if anybody has to talk for longer than 2 seconds, no, ma'am, you can talk when I'm finished talking. I was in the middle of a sentence. Okay? Yeah, I know. I'm going to keep talking, ma'am. Okay? Because as much as you want to come up here and just act like a child, I'm still going to act like an adult, okay? Perfect. Thank you. So what I was saying, as much as you want to act like, oh, it was some liberal judge, it's some this, it's some that, blah, blah, blah. The truth of the matter is what that does is it just tries to justify criminal acts, right? And I don't think that we should be justifying criminal acts, especially when it comes from the highest office in the land. Are you still
Hello?
there, ma'am?
Yeah, for some reason it cuts out. But,
It's that Trump mobile phone, man. Ma'am, gotta get rid of it.
Trump's mobile phone. I've never heard of that before. But anyways, also the whole thing with Congress, like how they spent most of their term while Biden was president trying to do something against Trump so that he could not run again. Everything the Democrats have tried to do has failed.
Okay, what did they try to do?
Yeah. What did they try to do? What did they try to do? You don't remember when Biden was president? All they did was focus on Trump and to make sure that he couldn't run again. But it failed. Everything failed. And then even when he was
What
president,
did they try to
and they
do,
were in
ma'am?
charge. No, let me finish, dude. Are you
I'm
never
just-
gonna let me finish? Okay,
But
okay.
you're
go ahead.
not
Continue.
answering
I'll
the
listen.
question.
Go ahead and have your monologue.
I'm just asking you a question. What did Congress do? That's it. That's all I'm asking. I asked you what Congress did. You said, don't you remember what Congress did? No, I don't. Can you please tell
I'm
me?
asking you. You don't remember?
Nope.
They were doing nothing. They tried their best to keep him out of office. That's what they did. And
How?
they didn't succeed.
How?
By procedures and having committee hearings. You don't remember?
Committee hearings can't stop
That's all
someone
they
becoming
did.
president.
They didn't do anything. Anyways, and while he was
committee
president
hearings
the
can't
first
do that.
time, can I finish? Or are you in a monologue again? I'll wait.
Ma'am, how old did you say you were?
I'm sorry. Let me finish, okay?
I'm just saying.
can't stand how you
I
Okay,
swore
go
I
ahead.
asked you how old you were to make sure you were an adult, like before we
I told you I'm
started.
44.
You're
I'm
44 years old, acting like this. That's wild.
Are you serious? You're gonna attack me now because you can't attack what I'm saying?
Wild. No, I'm
Attack the
attacking you
idea,
acting
not
like
the
a
person, dude.
child while I am talking to
I'm
you
not attacking
in
you,
a
that
very,
person.
very
You are.
calm manner.
right? And you are
Attack the
literally acting like
idea,
a
not the
petulant
person.
child.
You're 44? Oh my God. So what?
Yeah. Just saying, I talk to people all the time, and
Am I done? Are you done yet? You're monologuing again.
I don't
Okay, I'll
know
put
when
on
you're
pause.
dumb, man. You're gonna have to decide
I'll
that for
mute.
yourself.
Well,
This
it's
is
obviously every time you
insane,
interrupt
dude.
me.
I have literally talked to friggin' 18 and 19-year-olds that had more self-control.
Can I finish though?
Please do.
While Trump was president and they were in charge of both houses, and all they tried to do was get him out of office. Like everything they do, their whole platform is now hate Trump. That's all. If you hate Trump, go vote. That's so it's weak, and everybody's falling for it. Everybody has like their hate for Trump, and they will take that over any facts.
So first of all, I don't understand how you're saying.
No, I'm not saying that the right is any different. The right is exactly the same. But we thought we were too good for it when Obama was president. Now they're too good to hear what we're saying.
Okay, multiple things
Then
on that.
let's
One,
continue the division.
how can you say that Biden? How can you say that Biden, under the Biden administration, they were trying to get Trump out of office when Trump wasn't in office, Biden was in office? Second of all, the only authority that Congress would have to stop someone from getting in office would be to impeach him, right? And they didn't try to impeach him while Biden was in office. Congress never tried to impeach Donald Trump while Joe Biden was in office. So that's not true. No, they did it while Trump was in office the first time. Yeah, the first time. Third of all, okay. Third of all, Donald Trump is in violation of the First, Second, Fourth, Fifth, possibly Sixth, Seventh, 14th, 24th, possibly the 25th Amendment, and there's a couple others I'm probably just leaving out. Okay, he's in violation of all of those things. Okay, and you're trying to compare him to Obama. Can you please explain to me what violations of the Constitution Obama was against, since you want to make that comparison?
Monologue done. Hello? Monologue is over? No, you still don't. For some reason, I can't hear you. Weird.
Sure. Would you like me to repeat?
Oh, there you go. No, please don't. And also, okay, another.
Yeah, but I'm going to, because you're going to respond to what I said, because I asked you a question. Yeah. You said, under Obama, they didn't want Obama there. Yeah, there's lots of people that didn't want Obama there. But the difference is Obama, A, followed the Constitution. B, followed the law. Okay, which can be construed together. All right. Followed procedure, followed the way the American society is supposed to go, and did things to actually help the United States. The reason why they didn't want Obama in there is because he was black, and that bothered a lot of Americans. The reason why people don't want Trump in is because Trump is in mass violation of the Constitution. He's in mass violation of the law. Right. And he's literally starting wars that we shouldn't have to be in. He's literally bombing schools. He's literally, killing people through the shutting off of USAID. He's killing people by the shutting off of Cuba, right? Like, he's literally killing people. And you want to make a comparison between him and Obama. It's sad, huh?
Okay? Enough. Anyways, back to what I was saying. The whole thing with Obama being black, and that's why they didn't want him there. That's what you think in your head. In their mind, they think something completely different. You have to honor the fact that people think differently about themselves. You can think what you want, and maybe it's true, but you can't just say that, because that's not what they think. They really believe that he was not from America. They really believe that he was born in Africa. That's what they believe.
That's because they're racist.
Whatever reason you want to put on it.
So therefore, if it's because they're racist that they believe that, then it's because he was black. That's the whole point.
Let's pretend for a second. That we respect each other, even if we don't. Okay? Even if we don't.
I've had nothing but respect for you this entire conversation. I wish that you would return it.
I'm not even talking about you and me.
Yeah.
This is not about you and me. This is not about us. I'm talking about voters and us and the rest of the community. People who live with us.
Are we not voters?
We have to coexist. This has nothing to do with you and me, though. I have nothing against you. You have a very good talent. I used to have the same talent when I was younger.
We're like the same age.
Not really, because I have the ability to be objective and stop looking at it through the liberal lens.
Yeah, we're like generally the same age.
You're very hardcore for your side, and
we're like what, 4 years apart? Like.
I don't really. It doesn't matter to me. None of this not that much to me. I'm saying I appreciate what you're doing for your side, but try to keep us together and stop dividing us in hate for Trump.
Why should I want to come together with fascism?
You you don't have to. You don't have to want to. I'm just saying, try in the future, maybe.
No,
It
I'm
might
never
be
going to
the
come
best
together
thing.
with fascism. It's never going to happen.
Okay, so then that means you're never going to respect other people in your community's opinions,
Not
and
fascists.
ideas and beliefs.
Nope, I will never
experiences.
respect fascists.
That's
I will
what you
never
wanna think,
respect
but that's
fascists, and I will
your-
never
that's your
respect
right.
racists.
But they're
If
gonna
you
keep
want to
making
respect
labels too.
fascists and racists,
Liberals
that's
were
on
supposed to
you.
be
Okay,
about tolerance.
you
What
are more
happened
than
to you
happy.
guys?
This is a free country, and you are
You
more
guys
than
cancel
happy. It
people
is
out because you
totally
don't like what they
okay.
say, and
It
you
is
guys really
totally
can't-
okay. All right, if you want to respect fascists and racists, okay, go for it. Have a great time. But you are not going to tell me that I need to do it. Okay, because toleration of fascism is how you end up with 1930s and 1940s Germany. Okay, that's how you get that. All right, tolerating racist and xenophobia is also how you get to 1930s and 1940s Germany. Okay, that's how you get there, by tolerating people like that. Okay, because you're one of those people who would just seen them get on the train and you'd have been like, oh, I'm sure the government knows what they're doing. In order to be a real patriot, you just have to respect what they're doing. Well, I'm not going to do that, ma'am. I'm
We're not
going
that
to do my
special,
best.
dude. Liberals are not
I
that
am not. I am going to do my best to stop that from happening. I'm going to stop those trains from rolling. And you can sit there and say that I should respect the government and respect those putting people on the train all you want, but I'm not going to do it. And neither are any real true Americans.
It's you can press the doorbell. Hello? Oh wow. Hello? Can you hear me? I'm sorry about that. You there still?
Yep.
Hello? Okay, good. Thank you. Sorry, I'm working for the vote center, so I have to tell people where to go. Anyways, I do admire what you do, but I don't appreciate you the divisiveness. And I know eventually you'll see it because you're smart. You'll see that with your efforts here are really divisive, and they're not really trying to bring Americans to respect.
No,
each other.
I am not
It's
trying to
more
bring
about
Americans together.
hating
I've
each
never
other.
claimed that.
No, I never said that either. I said respect each other, not
Yep.
together.
Donald Trump doesn't respect
So-
anyone. Donald Trump's the most divisive president in the history of the United States.
I like talking to you though. You got a good. What is your Myers-Briggs personality type? If you don't mind me asking.
I have no clue.
But you're introverted, aren't you? Even if you do what you do.
Super
on your-
introverted. Yeah, just
Yeah.
so
So is your
introverted.
girlfriend introverted? Well, I mean, you're real. Come on, you couldn't be like extroverted, especially in this world. People in this world do not appreciate you out there in the real world. Okay, you're appreciated more in this sector because this is where your echo chamber lives. So I imagine that's why you'd have to be introverted. But it's okay. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm probably wrong. Obviously, I'm wrong. Okay. It's been a pleasure, though. It really
Don't
has.
give up your day job, okay?
You don't have to be insulting. It's once again. It's
Oh no, I'm just saying. Just don't. If you were ever sitting there and you were like, man, I'm gonna go into a career of like analyzing people and like you know, and I'm gonna go into a career of just look at that and just go like, no, I'm good. Like this isn't the way we should go. I have been called. God, I have been called so many things in my life. Like so many things. I have been called. I've been called so many things in my life. And the one thing I can say that I have never been called in my entire life is introverted. Like that is the one thing I don't think I've ever been called.
Have you ever been called
in my entire life? That is it. That is absolutely insane. Yeah.
Have you ever been called hard-headed, patronizing, hard-headed?
Plenty of times, mostly by my mom. Yeah.
Okay. Well, there you go. See,
Yeah, but not introverted.
At analyzing.
Yeah. I'm very hard-headed. Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Well, and how old are you then? 40?
I'll be 40 this year.
Okay. Well, congratulations. But like I said, I hope that one day you see the value in not being divisive. That's all.
Ma'am, I am not being. Ma'am, here's the funny part, and I'm gonna be very clear with you, okay? If you think.
Okay, here's another monologue.
No, that's fine. I'll do as many monologues as I want. If you think that me saying the facts of a situation that is going on with our government, because that's all I'm doing. That's all I am doing up here, okay? All I am doing up here is literally saying the facts of what is going on. right? And if you think that me coming up here and saying the facts is divisive, then guess what? That means the facts are divisive. I'm not divisive. Okay? I'm not the one who's divisive. All right? You think it's divisive because you don't like the facts. All right? And I think you don't like the facts because literally this entire conversation is pretty much shown, right? That you don't have even the ability to listen to anybody for 2 seconds. Every time I start talking for more than like 3 seconds, you jump in, you start screaming, you lose connection. Okay. You have the attention span of a goldfish. All right. And it's very sad. It's very sad. I wish that you, at 44 years old, I really, really hope that one day you grow the fuck up. Okay. Because you acting like this at 44 is really, really sad. Like, truthfully, really, really sad. Okay. And the fact that you want to sing or you want to do all this stuff while I'm trying to talk, right? Because you just don't like what I have to say, just really makes you a really sad human being. And it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. But hey, Trump specifically said smart people don't like me. Okay, he did say that. He did say smart people don't like me. So I guess you're just fitting his stereotype, right? So you nailed it.
Hey,
Are you still there?
Gonna acknowledge that fact.
Yeah, nobody fucking cares. Go away. Anyways, See, I was having such a nice day, having nice conversations. But when you want to sit there and yell and cry and whine about me freaking saying 3 sentences, then you can fuck all the way off. I don't really give a shit. Shoo. Anyways, y'all, make sure you guys hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I appreciate you guys. If you guys are over on TikTok, do some tapping. If you guys are on YouTube, make sure you send that thumbs up. Raging Butterfly, thank you so much for the laughing disco. I really, really appreciate that. That was very, very sweet. Oh, goodness gracious. If you guys like support, I do have a Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. They're all at Polypolitics. They're on the link in my bio, in the description of YouTube, TikTok, all of them. So if you like support, I appreciate that. Also, I put up a little gift goal of the little galaxy over there. So if you're over on the TikTok, you can do that. Also, I do have super chats and gifts, just like Raging Butterfly sent one. And Tad, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Said, okay, the NFL season is over. Garrett to the Rams. We can call it now. Yeah, I saw that. If they don't win the Super Bowl, then they should just sell the fucking team. I don't know. Send those heart me's too. I really appreciate that. Thank you guys so much. They should just sell the fucking team. What the fuck are they even doing? Hold on. Oh, man. Oh, that's it? Cool. Oh, no. Oh, damn. I was hoping we didn't play the Rams this year. We do. Anyways. Yeah, thank you, Tatted, for this $5 super chat. I appreciate that. Zoe, thank you so much for the gift. I just saw that too. Disassociate said, did you hear Iran hacked the Space Force? Yes, I did read that. They hacked like the leader of the Space Force's Instagram account or some shit and started posting like Iranian propaganda like on the head of the Space Force's the head of the Space Force's like Instagram. I'll see if I can find the story. If you support Trump, you can call it on the number above my head, or you can join the guest request box. Actually, I have someone in here. I don't know if they're really close here. Yeah, I'm being a little bit of a headline hoochie right now. No one that matters. I'm being a little bit of a headline hoochie right now, but I did see it. One sec. I'll see if I can pull it up. Iran hacks Space Force. I see. Yeah. Let me see. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, it was Chief Master. Sorry, no, the Space Force. It's kind of funny. It's not funny. It's not funny. John Bentavinya's Instagram page posted several pro-Iranian stories and images on Sunday night over several hours. Pro-Iranian hackers gained access to the official Instagram account. The top enlisted Guardian and Space Force for several hours Sunday evening. His account, Bentavinya's account for his role as chief master of the Space Force included at least one profile post showing pro-Iranian art, and several Instagram stories showing anti-American and pro-Iranian messages were posted over the course of the evening. Photos of the hacked accounts of his post spread around military social media and Reddit pages. So stupid. It's so stupid. Yeah. Some sounds like Chief needs to do his cyber awareness challenge. That's what it sounds like. Okay. Remember, don't chase the guy who steals the phone. Okay? Wrong answer. Don't chase the guy who steals the phone. Where should you leave this disc? Anyways. Oh, Polly knows. Polly knows. Polly is definitely taken the cyber awareness challenge before. Hey, Tara. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna kick it a little bit longer. We've had a couple interesting conversations today. And the last one was definitely interesting. Not as interesting as not as interesting. Thank you so much, Disassociate. Not as interesting as the entire community of not as interesting as the tiny community of people living underneath the entire community of people living underneath the was it Antarctica? Is that what it was? I think it was like an entire community of people living underneath Antarctica. Something about probing. It's been very strange. Tara, thank you so much for the galaxy. Definitely the chat for Tara. Definitely the chat for Tara. Yeah, the entire community living underneath the ice in Antarctica. Yeah, there was a whole thing that y'all missed it. I'll make sure the video gets up later. I'll make sure the videos get up for that later. So that shit was funny, bro. That shit was too funny. I laughed real hard. They took over ships. They cut ships in half. It was so much. It was so much. Yeah. Lots of probing. That's what I heard. Lots and lots of probing. All right. Lots and lots of probing. Here, this is what I was going to actually talk about earlier. One sec. I got to grab something real quick. And then I'll put it up there. Again, y'all, don't forget, I will I will not be on Friday, and Thursday is a 50-50 because I have a medical procedure at the end of the week. So, Friday, your job is to go download and listen to my podcast, which will be released on Friday. Okay. So, in case you were wondering, that'll be your guys' job on Friday. Because I won't be here.
It's insane.
Because I won't be here. Jen, thank you so much for the $5 or the $10 super chat. Big W super chat for Jen for that. For the $10 super chat. Said happy Pride to everyone and thank you and Ari for being such amazing allies. We do our best. We try real hard. Can't say we're always perfect, but we try real hard. So happy Pride to everyone. Happy Pride, everyone. Happy Pride, everyone. We gonna keep trying. We gonna keep trying. Just keep chugging and keep trying, right? That's all you can do. Just doing my best. Thank you so much, Jen. I really appreciate that. So it was really funny. Well, this is it's not, that wasn't funny. Thank you, Jen. That part wasn't funny. I was reading. Let me see. I think it was Politico. Anyways, I had this article up earlier, and it's something I definitely want to talk about because I definitely did have some opinions on it. So all of these headlines started blowing up today, right? All of these headlines started blowing up today. Next, let me put it over here. Let me do it like this. All the headlines started blowing up today because it was saying Trump administration retreats on anti-weaponization fund. The $1.8 billion settlement was seen as a slush fund by the president's critics and made many in his own party very uncomfortable. All right. And I'm like, oh my God, they're backing off on the slush fund. That is absolutely amazing. That is great, 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 great. Super exciting news, right? So then I started reading it. And all it says from the whole thing, right, from all the articles, is that the Trump administration has agreed. The Trump administration has agreed that it will listen to the judge. That's the whole story. The whole story is that the Trump administration said that it will listen to the judge who put a pause on the slush fund. Isn't it insane that it is headline breaking news that the Trump administration will listen to the judicial branch? Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy that it is blown up on every single news agency? It's blowing up on social media. Literally everything is blowing the hell up because the Trump administration said, yes, we will allow the judicial system to tell us what to do. What would be normal in any other administration? What would be normal in any other administration, right, is headline news for the Trump administration. Right? That yeah, it's just a 2-week pause. They just said pretty much they'll agree to the 2-week pause. That's about it. Insane. Insane. Absolutely insane. But hey, I guess you got to take it where you can get it. I don't know. You gotta take it where you get it. Anyways, I read that story and I was like, that's just crazy, man. That's just absolutely crazy. That's a story. That shouldn't be a story. If you still support Trump, you can call it on the number that's above my head, or you can join the multi-guest request button. You can hit the button box. You can hit the button box. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Anyways. Oh. Woo. I have a little headache today. I don't know what's going on. Anyways. Anywho. This is the same person that was on yesterday. This is the same person that was on yesterday. Let's see who they are. Hello.
Why are you not a MAGA Marxist yet, bro? Like, I've been telling you.
It was the same guy from yesterday. It was the same guy from yesterday. I was just making sure. Breaking news. Trump was a big boy and cleaned up the mess in his pants all by himself. Yes, he was at the White House and he summoned him. He said, Mike Johnson, to my chambers. And Mike was like, yes, master, I will be at your chambers. That's how I imagine it happened. I'm not actually sure how it actually happened. That's how I imagine it. Yes, master. I welcome you to the chambers. The peasants are angry at your bill. Silence! Silence! We will listen to the peasants for now. We will listen to them for now. So stupid. So stupid. Y'all are wild. Yeah, like a little Igor. Just jumping all over the place. Oh, it's gonna be so funny too when he's just like not Speaker of the House anymore and all the Republicans disown him because most of them don't like him anyway. You know what I'm saying? When they finally just kicked his like dumbass out and they finally get rid of him. Cause like I'm not a big fan of John Thune, like at all. Like I'm really not. But hell, at least John Thune like acts like he's been there before. Mike Johnson is just, dude, bro, get off the knees for a little bit, dude. I know it's Pride Month, but calm down, bud. All right. Jesus. It's craziness. Banish him back to Grindr. They're taking me. Just Mike Johnson in a Speedo. Just falling into a sea of men. Just It's not funny. It's not funny. It's not funny. Stop. I don't have a mental picture of that in my head right now. Stop. Okay? Yeah. I don't have a mental picture of that in my head right now. So just stop, okay? Just a whole bunch of men just like the old Dante's Inferno shit. We're just like with like souls just reaching up. they're just big built like hot men just all reaching up as Mike Johnson falls down. Anyways, I need AI to create that video for me like soon. I need AI to create that for me soon. Yeah, with a big old smile on his face. Big old smile on his face. Big old smile on his face. That'd be hilarious. That would make very funny. That would make very funny. All right, y'all. I am actually getting quite hungry. So I'm going to jump offline and go get some food. Because as I said, I am hungry. I'll be back on. I don't know what time I'll be on tomorrow. I'm just going to kind of play it by ear. I know I might go back to my 7 o'clock tomorrow. We'll see. I'm just kind of, I was just kind of hanging. I didn't feel too well today. So I had a feeling if I stayed and waited till my later live that I wasn't going to make it online. So that's the reason I got on early today. I just really didn't feel well. So I was just like, either I go on now or like I'm not going to go on. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I was on early today. But I'll probably be back on more of a normal time tomorrow, as long as I feel okay. But if you do want to catch the replay of the live, of course, it's always available on my YouTube. And also as soon as I'm off live, I'll be posting a short on TikTok. So make sure you guys are checking that out, please and thank you. And I'll be posting an older debate that's gonna be all edited and pretty and everything on YouTube. Like pretty much the second I log off, I'm gonna post it. So if you guys would like support, again, watch the videos, watch them all the way through, turn them on in the background, hit that like button towards the end. Don't forget to hit that like button. And favorite it, share it, do all those things. Remember, if you see one of my videos, it is so free to hit like. I think if I have 1,700 views, I should have 1,700 likes. It's not, they're not taking anything from you. You can just hit it, I promise. All right, anyways, y'all.